All right. So, last night I pretty much, as you can see, the report is still coming up. I did a little bit of farming upstream just to kind of try to get as many of the reports I was missing as possible. Um, Pretty sure I still have some to go, but the plan is to just go through them now. As you can see, I have about 1,000 gold left. I had a little bit less than that, I think, when I finished the stream last night. I farmed up to like 60k and then another 40 or so, just to kind of try to get as many of the reports as possible. So I'm not going to do these right now. I just want to show what the report screen actually looks like. I'll show you the map and you're going to be like, oh boy, as you can see there's there's a whole lot of yapping to go through for a lot of characters. So yeah, clearly we're not done with it because we still have like humorous and one or two other characters. It is kind of cool that it shows in this menu, you can see exactly who they have conversations with. So right now we have Rhaenys and Umerus that still needs to get to 3 stars with Scarlet. And outside of that, we have Govel and Bertrand. But we're gonna be doing these as well. I think I'll just farm first and then I'll buy them all out and then we'll just plow through them. So we're just gonna do some farming first. So the farming, I was doing it pretty straightforward, just kind of running through, sort of running through all the missions as quickly as possible, basically. And the farming mission, which is the one that we have, the Expert 3 down at the forest, I found a team that just can kind of no-brain it, and I also steal a lot of gold as the rogues. As you can see, there's still a few to get to level 3, and then I'm just going to show you what the map looks like right now. So just brace. Brace. It's honestly, I think last time it looked worse. Like a few days ago when I was doing all the level 1s, I think we had more here than there. But you have to also consider that some of these are like level, that have like multiple talks that won't unlock until after you unlock one of them. Although actually I think I've done most of the level 1s, so it should only be like maybe a couple of level 2s and 3s that are not showing here. And obviously these here I'm going to have to wait until after we've freed the rest of Albion. But yeah, so we have a few to go. But let's get to farming first. Get some money. I'm not like hyper farming. I'm just kind of going quick and easy. Without having to change my inventory too much or like my loadouts too much. This mission is like you only really need 2 squads, and what I've been doing here is I've been just going with like a unit like Travis, but I was actually using Gamma last time just to kind of give this team some level. Although now they're like level 37, so it actually caught up. I'll put them here again anyway. And because they walk through the forest pretty quickly since they are rogues, or since he's a rogue. And then I was thinking I was just doing, I guess, Joseph just to get the experience as well. Even though we have those, we're getting books at it. Oh right, no, I was doing this guy so I could actually get experience with him. Doesn't have any like fast moving units though, which kind of sucks. But I guess we'll just go with our boy, Athelian. As you can see, the Athelian unit is not as much of a Chad unit as the other one. But as you can, you're gonna see that the Gamma one kind of just pretty much throws us through them. I thought it wasn't because of the Lancers, but I guess the Archers are enough. I haven't even seen what the battles look like, to be honest with you. We're just kind of going based on... and I've noticed that the Plunder, like despite it being an AoE skill, I'm pretty sure it was not coded to give you like... It doesn't really give you like... Because sometimes you steal from 3 units and you get like, yeah, this much. And normally you can get this amount from 1 unit alone. So it feels like a bit of a scam there, but whatever. So since this is out of the range of that, I'm going to kill this, and then this unit is just kind of go through the woods and then go here. And then they're just going to shoot out the other enemies. Move all the assists. As you can see, pretty chill to farm this. I'll do a plunder here. From this guy. So you see that the guy on the top there had no gold, right? Let's see how much gold I got out of this. Yeah, 2.4. Like when I hit two units, I got the same amount of money. And of course it varies, but it still doesn't feel quite right. Ooh, I forgot about this. Oh, it's fine actually. Okay. Let's actually see how this goes. You should probably put him at the front. I think that there was one of my units that got new class, and that was about it. Or a new skill, rather. Do from this guy as well. So, see, this guy only gave me 600, which is, yeah. I just do this for the stamina for any fights that we haven't gotten yet, and just leave that one for the experience and the valor so that we can also steal from the other ones. I don't know why that unit got like paused there, but something happened. I wait for the spawn here. Okay. Then I just steal from both of them. Even if it's doesn't quite feel like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, it's okay. That was yeah. That is something I don't fully understand. Oh, right, it's the counter, right? Yeah, it's probably the counter. I won't actually see here. Because last time I said it was the counter and I looked at it and it was totally something completely different. It wasn't the counter. So I wonder what the difference was between this team and the other team. Or like this look, this position and the other position. Or if it was just a matter of roll, like if I got unlucky with the rolls. Something. Nudge. Right. Guess I just did it that way because I was like, eh, fuck it. Could definitely give her better things as well, but I just keep it like that now. Not too worried about the numbers at the moment. You guys have no gold, you guys are paused, so I guess I'm gonna wait for that one to finish. There you go. Experience. Wait, why is it oh, I know I can fix that though. Oh wait, no I can't do it. Okay. Well, just gonna shuffle units around and see if we can get the kill. Closer. Oh, terrible, okay. What if you know what, last time I did this and yeah, that was the solution. I guess he dies, but that's fine. That's him dying. That's been kind of like my farming route a little bit. You can see we're already up to 20k again. This team is already all 20, 38 again. So now I can go back to putting this team. Because this team I don't need to move anything and they just always crush everything because Ren is just like that. And I'll continue putting the Ithilien team, which I still need to like I just don't like Colm in that team. Colm is just... He has the same issue as Lex, it's just that he's not great. But like that class is just like not good at really anything they do. Which sounds a little mean, but I promise that's true. Yeah, we just do this. I'm gonna be going through here. Might as well yank the money. Just let them keep walking. The reason I'm avoiding the towers because the tower is within the range of this, so I could just kill it with you when we take over that. Because that team isn't particularly super strong, so we'll see how much damage we're gonna eat here. 38's not too bad. Hopefully that means none of them are dead. Okay, no, he's dead. Perfect. And then we could just attack with Ballista. And here we can just... I could equip the thing that gives me extra gold on one of them. Haven't done that yet, really. Don't really feel the need. But I could do it for, I guess, any of them, including like Chloe's charm, because Chloe actually doesn't need to be getting extra experience right now, so I'll just actually do that over here. Because if it was going to affect it a lot, then probably not the best, but it is interesting that she's the only character with a unique item, and I wonder if that's going to be relevant at some point in the story. Probably, I'm gonna say should probably kill the tower first, because they're gonna put my sentry into wait mode. I don't see how much gold we made there, but I think it's a decent amount. Here. Like last time. I'll have to do anything about that. Just do this so I don't have to do it twice. Oh, whoops, I'm out of the forest. It's less ideal, but I don't think any of us are dead here yet. We're fine. Actually, I do need to cancel the movement though, because I need to wait until the ballista kills them for the experience. Oh, that is a spicy one. Hold up. Yikes. Holy shit, okay. That's not quite the result we got. Oh, it's because we're in wait mode, right. Fuck, that sucks. Hold up. That means that they're probably charging. Yeah, that's not ideal. This is why that team needs, like, basically not Calm. But honestly, I think because I'm good at Max, Melisandre, and Calm, I'm just gonna remove Calm. Because Calm is just, I'm sorry, Calm. You're just shit, dude. I'd rather have Fedokia and then like a ranger or something there, like an archer or a mage or literally anything. Because you do not like, even as a, because like he's supposed to be sort of like a tank protective unit. Like his armor is actually trash. Like he's like armor is worse than this guy's. And he has, and I've given him like like extra HP. I've given him all, and he's just still bad. He's like, I don't get it. What's up, lad? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. How is this? That's still trash. Okay. That's actually less trash. That is still pretty bad. Can I put you back here? Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not a unit that feels very good. I've tried everything and it just still disappoints me. Yikes. Okay, so he's actually doing some damage. I don't imagine you're doing a whole lot of damage, though. Nope. I think it's just based on rolls right now. Yeah, even with Calm, like I'm guessing he just dies because they're infantry too, and those guys are cavalry, so it doesn't help. My parents, my entire childhood. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah. I would prefer like not eating shit here entirely, to be honest with you, if that is at all possible, but it might not actually be very possible. I could try the defensive drought just to see if that helps. It somehow made it worse. That's cool. We love when that happens here. What if I give people a healing font? It's always the risk when you re-roll the dice rolls. Got people over in Abyss, I'll randomly go lurk. No worries, sounds good. As usual. Great, I healed them and it also gets worse. It's amazing. Love. We love that here. Okay, that's like the least shit result so far. This is the best result though. Alright, let's see how this shit pans out. I'm curious. Are you having some friends over for yeah, see, he's just like, even as a tank for melee, like, he just is not good. I guess his thing is that he's kind of a mid-tank for melee and for ranged. Like, his main thing is that he can defend his thing. Or isn't just card game? Nice. Sounds good too. Smash. Oh man, none of them died. That's sad. Alright, because they had the resistance. Impale, pair stab, nice. Alright. So only Calm died then. Alright, fair enough. And he's the useless one, so hey. All that's well ends well, right? Let me see if I can maybe even run under here. You have no gold? Oh, you have no gold either. Okay, never mind. Okay, fine, just kill them, make Calm. Make Calm less useless. There you go. Now we can go. Oh, he died! What? What killed him? Oh, I guess probably the lance, I see. Oh well. Oh well. It's not like we're getting any experience out of this anyway, it's just mostly for the gold right now. Okay, we go again. We go again. Alright, Calm. I'm gonna have to replace it, dude. You're just gonna have to take a breather. Replace with what's his face? I could even, the thing is we have no healers in this team, so I think I just have to go like Bryce or Bertrand. Bertrand is like more damage, but he's also more accurate. Is he just... Oh, he's like a little bit less initiative. He's also 5 levels higher, so that also helps, I guess. He is the best troll and it is nighttime. He does have some self-healing too, so I don't think he has... Yeah, the thing is he doesn't cover your allies, and I kind of want someone that can maybe... Oh, no, you know, actually, I think I'm going to go... In this area, though, Bertrand might not be the best. I'm going to go with Bryce. And then you're just going to stab people. when you go to attack flying units. Perfect. Alright. That sounds good. Great shield, physical defense. And then you're just going to use Sting. Or, honestly, you don't have to prioritize infantry anymore. Maybe even prioritize flying so that the other units can attack other things. Because then you have you alive. Row protection. Yeah, I don't really care too much about row protection right now. Although I kind of want to put you on... Honestly, this is good too. Yep, alright, let's go with that. Let's see how that shapes up. Billion. You go there. Travis, you go there. I'm sure there's a way to make, like, Lex good, but it's probably not, just not my playstyle, as they say. Anyway, some money from... Oh, I wanted to. Okay, fine. Okay, I can do it after this. Whoa, 46 damage. Hold the phone. 54 damage. Excuse you? What is happening there? What is anyone dying here? Oh, okay, well, you know what? Let's do that then. Actually, I'm not even gonna see how this plays out. I'm just gonna trust that it goes quickly. I wonder. Interesting. Fuck you, Lex. Pretty much. He tries his best. Unfortunately, his best is pretty fucking dog shit. So, you know. I relate. But... I want to move you forward. No, if we're gonna heal, then you might as well just sit here. Whoa, I didn't mean to actually. Okay, fine. Let's see how this goes. It should be. Yep. 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 Right, because it's. I see. Alright, because they have casters, that's why. Okay. I understand. I don't know why you weren't healing outside of that, but it's problem for mine. You do not have any gold. You have some gold, so I'm gonna yank it. There you go. I need to kill both of these because both of them are out of the range. I mean, I don't need to kill both of them, but with the experience, it's better. Right. That's solid. 20 damage. Oh, it is. Okay. Why are they? I need to. Oh, right. I think it's the javelin throw, maybe, or something like that. Wait, I thought I killed you. How much health? Wait, what? Did I not kill these? Oh, man, it was a different fight. Okay. Someone hiding there. Mr. Heidi Hall. I only have 2 stamina left? What the hell? Oh, Travis got like fucking shit on. What happened there? Huh? Why does that? I don't understand why this is not healing. And this is. I guess because Ren attacks first? Let me check here. I'm curious as to why that's... Okay. I'm guessing she's gonna run out of PP before she can do anything. But... Okay, yeah. Breath. Okay. Oh, she did the active gift. But as a oh, because she only does active gift in the back row, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I'm trying to think if I want to like lower that at all. King call, that's fine. Honestly, I almost wanted to not be an archer because he already has like, oh no, his crit rate is only 52. I thought he had crit rate that was like 100 because I have an archer that has like 92 crit rate. Kind of unnecessary. But I might change this here for something else. I also just need to give her a better pendant anyway. I'm just gonna go here. Maybe a slightly slower one than usual, I guess. Because we have... I guess we ran into a fight that I wasn't expecting. Let's swap around. So that didn't matter, huh? I'm gonna touch it to rest. You can kill that. How's Bryce doing, actually? Bryce, I'm gonna give you the thing that makes you level faster so that you can catch up with the rest of the team. I can also just give you an item too. I'll figure that out later. Rose. My boy Rice. Steal? Figure it out. Let's just let that one marinate. What is happening with me? Don't care. Just murder. Under. Oh, you fuck. There. Hey, yo, let's go. Money. Sir. 200 extra. There's no way you're getting 200% extra gold. And that gave you like 20 gold. Are you serious? Surely you jest. If I replace the out, there you go. That's the fix. What assist? Assist, figure it out. We ought to leave this world behind. It's one of the I fucking love that line. You. So you guys go here. Yeah. Okay, Derry. Derry, okay. Derry, okay. Derry, okay. Your name is Derry? Short for Daryl. Row is attacked, back row cover. Guardian had it. Okay. Wait, don't you have, like, another covering thing? Am I tripping? Specifically, okay, Katie. Katie, okay. Alright, let's see. Reflect magic. Right, that's a sick one. Bunker stance, initiative. Okay, guard rate. Don't. Your guard rate's already really good. I think if I want like to just put. This is not bad, but I would rather put you on. Like it to cover your allies a bit more. Where's the one that allows it to cover your quick cover? Oh, right, it's the squire one. Well, I could just put that, I guess. It's not like he's using it right now anyway, so put that. And then quick row, or rather, I want to also just put like. All right, because I have. Okay. I don't want to put this in case my angel gets attacked by archers. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll just put this specifically just for the angel. Or like, well, I guess I can put flyers in general. Well, let's prioritize the flyer. Before an ally is attacked, I'm going to put it like this instead, so that row cover triggers first in case it is an entire row attack. And then, if it is just a regular attack, then... and if it's attacked by archers. And he takes extra damage from archers. Ugh. I like the indignation that he's when he pauses and he's like, "Okay, you damn." Oh, a little more. I keep forgetting about the double. Should be fine here though. 59, hopefully. That does not mean she took 29. Okay, she took some damage. She took not nothing there. Money. Cobras. Okay, I can actually attack, auto attack the rest. I'm sad that doesn't recover my AP. Wait until. Oh, you fuckers! You're gonna. Oh, you fuckers! You're gonna affect my. Yeah, I should have staggered them instead. But now they're gonna do Could do that too. Just do a heavy swing to push them back. Even hit this. Just to let us. Okay, now they're back into the woods a little bit more. Hey, oh, let's go that way. You out here gaming. Thank you. Monies. 34 damage. Shouldn't be anyone dead. Yep. Bryce, do you learn anything? I don't think you do, right? Nah, you don't. Excellent. Yeah, you don't learn anything at 35. Okay. Just check it. I'm gonna wait for that to die. Oh. No, I can play. How much money do we get? Okay, so we got 5k. I don't feel like we're getting 5k gold out of... I don't think we're getting 200% out of this, because I feel like we were getting 5k gold even before I put that on. Maybe I have to watch the battle for it to happen, but I kind of doubt it. Or the game just, you know, has items that doesn't work. That wouldn't surprise me either, given that some things have been incorrect before. Okay, so 95k, that honestly should be enough to finish getting all the level 3 stories for all the characters that have level 3 stories. So, this is what the map currently looks like. It's gonna get a bit worse before it gets better. It would be funny if it turns out that I'm like actually not as close to the end of the game as I think I am. I think I am, but I wouldn't be surprised if it adds another like, oh, and then you have this, which would be fine. But I'm already doing all the stories now for in case, you know, because, well, why not, I guess. Right, so I'm gonna look at the other menu because the other menu only has the relevant ones. So Lane is done. Except for the ones that are not dialogue related, which is fine. I don't need those. Scarlet needs Rhaenys and Numerous. Alright, so I can do sandwiches with Scarlet, Rhaenys, and Numerous. That is the easiest way to get all three. Should be at the bottom, so if I do this, let's try this. I can just hold R2 for that. I wish there was a button for repeating it. I wonder if I can like skip it with circle. No, just R2 does it, okay. Be the last one, I think. Yep, alright. That's all done. That's one. Outside of that, she only has some non-dialogue ones, which we don't care about. We're just doing dialogue ones. Done. 5 is done. This last stream I was wondering, like, there should be a more concise way to see this, right? And there is. So Magellan and Jeremy. I guess I'll do a sandwich and then I'll do the parfaits with Jeremy just because it's going to be faster that way. Magellan, Aubin, Magellan, Jeremy. Gotcha. Aubin. Jerry. I don't think Magellan and Jeremy have anything to do with each other. So I think it's safe to just not worry about it. If there is, then I guess I'll pay a little bit more for it. And here it's just the two of them. I'm done. Rolf is all done. Bruno's all done. Baron's all done. Ock is all done. Morden is all done as well. Yana. Yes. Dell is all done too. Fran. LV. Nina. Miriam. Petra. Virginia. Rosalind. Right? Yep, Rosalind is all done. Ren. Ram. Aramis. Magellan. Whoops. Gloucestershire and Aramis. Yes. For the same. I just want to go to the tavern, bro. Was it Magellan and Aramis? Is that? No, it wasn't. It was Gloucester and Aramis. I was like, I don't think I said that correctly. Aramis is here. Right. I think I've said this before, but I'm pretty like this is, I would say, comfortably my least enjoyed part of the game. Is how like you have to just kind of, you can't really naturally do these unless you sort of farm them like this, and then you just end up taking them all in at once. Doesn't really feel like the best experience in terms of pacing. But I think this system is probably the weakest system in the game. I do like that it's there, I just wish it was better done. Stick it more. We were with the Gloucester. Okay, that's all done. Hilda's done. Mel's done. Oculus done. Jeremy done. Diana. Okay, Linolagos, Eltalin, and Vladimir. Okay. Or as he likes to be called, Lin. He's still missing one with her, right? Oops. He's missing one with Vladimir. Okay, let's just fix that. I can just do that again, I guess. Right. That's them done. And calm. Okay, that should be just one. Oh, oh. Yes, it is still the cheapest, so I'll just do it again. Even if it's overkill for the amount of rapport left. Probably, I could have definitely optimized that if I wanted to, but I can't think of it. Just want to get them done. Farming is not particularly difficult. Almost done. Monica's done. Video. Mandarin and Gamel. Oh, I thought they were done. Interesting. Okay. And Celeste. Okay, so let's just put all three and have them sandwiches. Okay. Force feed them some sandwiches. Oh wait, my character's face is still at the bottom there. Staring. At all. One more for safe measure. I think I'm missing one still. I think Mandarin and Celeste might not be done yet. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Just Mandarin and Celeste. Let's see who else. Mandarin, Celeste. For them, it's easier to just do sandwiches together. Oh, actually. Might even have to put in one, two, yeah, all four of them together and just have the other one. And then get them all done at the same time. Alright, fine, let's just do Mandolin. Or Coleman. Or fuck. Nope, not you. You and you. Was it immediately these guys now? I don't remember. I might have skipped through one by accident. I think it's just these four, right? Yeah, because the rest is all done. Except for Gold. Gold also has... but I guess I can do Unifees with him afterwards. So I'll just do these four for now with sandwiches. So... Mar, Unifee, Ramona, and Dina. Alright, Ramona is now... Or Unifee's already maxed out with her now. I'm gonna do this. So... Who's missing out from that scene? Then maybe we should just do sandwiches now. It'll be faster. Although I think we're pretty close anyway, so it doesn't super matter. Yeah, it's just Ramona... and Gogo. Okay, so... Alright, let's just do these fucking sandwiches again. Fine. That should be everyone, I think. Outside of the ones that Unify is still missing. Which is... Govo. Is it just Govo now? Oh, it is. Alright, well. Let's fix that then. Wait, but I think... Hold up. I do remember there being like some crossover that I could do sandwiches with, right? Because there was someone that I think wanted to talk to Dina more as well. I don't have to do like unnecessary amounts if I can just do Bertrand. Oh yeah, Bertrand, Govo, and Unipy, I guess. That way Govo also gets stuff with Bertrand and they can finish it up. That's him max with both of them. I think now I just do this. That should be all of them. Alright, let's take a look at what we're missing now. Oh my god, we're done. Well, we're done acquiring them. Now I need to take a fucking big sip of water because I'm gonna be talking for the next like probably fucking 3 hours, so. Let's fucking go, boys. Oh, brother. Oh, that's a few. It's just a few people to talk to. It's fine. Lex, what are you doing out here? Just thinking about my mom, I guess. Just thinking about your mom, I guess. Oh wait, no, that's what he should say. I am also thinking about your mom. But what I'm gonna do once this war is finally over. I don't like that segue, but okay. Lane will be busy being king and all, so there's no going back to the way it used to be. Doubt he want to keep me hanging around the place either. Hey, you're pretty useless, Lex, but I guess you're a cool, like, mascot. And story-wise, you're pretty good, so... Nonsense. As one of His Highness' most loyal retainers, you shall surely be able to come and go as you please. Not a chance, Joseph. A guy like me just can't cut it with all those stuffy noble types. That's why we like it, Lex. Is that truly what you think? And imagine yourself at His Highness' position if you would. What would you wish for? What would you wish for your dearest friend upon taking the throne? Well, do you understand now? It's a fair worry that His Highness' coronation should put distance between you. Yet that distance is merely one of your own creation. You're probably right, yeah. Knowing the problem is only half the battle. I still gotta figure out what to do about it. Simply do whatever you feel is right, and that shall be enough. Sorry? You see, Lex, true friendship shall always transcend, no matter how wide the gulf may seem at times. No, sorry, I literally didn't hear what you said. Such is the ironclad bond you and His Highness share. Thanks, Joseph. I don't know where we'd be without you. It's funny, I'm not usually the kind of guy who get all worried like this. That's enough pouting for one day. There'll be plenty of time to think about this stuff after we beat Galerius. Run away. Indeed. Whichever path they choose to walk, their bond shall endure forevermore. There you are, Lagos. Is there aught I can help you with, Terrace? Merely something I wish for you to know. It concerns our time together as children. Go on then. Amidst all those hours we spent roaming the city, enjoying our time together until the sun made its nest beneath the horizon, I often thought of you almost as a brother of my own. Oof. Oh, that hurts. Yet, even as a child, I knew what would happen if you ever learned I was our nation's Tyrannos. No longer would I be able to... Why can't they just let fucking people have relationships as, like, when they were young? Holy fuck. Anyway. I would be able to treat you as a second sibling I never had. Thus, I withheld the truth rather than bear its consequences. It was an act most selfish of me. But Terrace, even now I yearn for the childish innocence we've long since lost. You may now stand a member of my personal guard, but I so deliberately wish you could be my brother instead. Granted, such thoughts are hardly appropriate given our social distinctions. Yet I would ask that you indulge them all the same, one final time. Please, Lynn, let us relive our youth and never speak of this again. I'm proud of you, Lynn, of everything you are and everything you've become these past 10 years. I'd like you to know that our time together was just as important to me as it was to you. The memory I'll treasure greater than any other for as long as I walk this sacred earth. Thank you, brother. Brother. I thought they had a thing when they were young, and the game was like, oh, you were my sibling, because, you know, I'm destined for the main character, I guess, if he wants me, and I'm otherwise a mule. It's like, okay, game. It was as though it were only yesterday when I walked with Queen Elenia on this very beach. As I'm certain you know, the burns of governance occupied much and more of her time on the throne. Wait, much and more of her time on the throne. Yet our journey here, infrequent as they were, surely provided her with a respite she so dearly needed. It wasn't often she used her royal countenance, but here she would smile as if nothing could ever trouble her again. I hadn't realized this place had such a meaning to her. This place sucks. Is that you, my queen? Is everything alright, Joseph? In all honesty, no. For a moment, you appeared to mine eye as Queen Elenia herself. Sorry, I what? I understand it sounds mad, yet as I've said before, your resemblance to her is truly striking. And here you stand, regal and dignified, as she once did all those years ago. You honor me with the comparison, Joseph. All this talk has brought back memories, you know. Of what, I might ask? When Elaine and I were young, we spent much of our time playing in the garden at Grand Corine. And while we generally got along quite well, there was one day we found ourselves in furious argument. It was over a game of chess, if memory serves me right. Both of us were so determined to win that we each took turns making illegal moves, hoping the other wouldn't notice. But we did notice, of course, hence the dispute. Ah, yes. Calm as Elaine may seem at times, he has a fiercely competitive side to him as well. Though on this occasion, both of us were at fault. And Aunt Elenia punished us equally for it. She was always doing things like that, punishing us. Acting just as kind towards me as she did to Elaine. And just as strict too. Almost like I was her daughter, not her niece. Well, I mean, it's possible. Right you are. I still remember the feeling of her hand caressing my cheek, warmth, and the love. It's a sight I witness often as well. All my life I've tried to follow in her footsteps. To one day be every bit as strong and gentle a woman as she once was. You're far closer to that ideal than you may realize, Princess, as proven by my vision earlier. Say, Joseph. I can't thank you enough for bringing me here. That was more of like a say, Joseph, not a say, Joseph. It wasn't a statement. She wasn't demanding that he would say the word Joseph. Poke, poke. Wow, your belly is so big. Hey, that tickles. Kids, time to go. Oh man. Come play with us again, Uncle Morden. Like you even have to ask. I'll be back before you know it. Poke, poke. What do you think you're doing? Just giving this old wine barrel a little nudge. Got some nerve, girl. Hey, why are you so big? Why are you so big anyway? Probably because all that drinking, right? It's none of your damn business. Guess not, huh? Too much booze will make you sick, you know. Yeah, preach all you want. I'm not giving it up. I'm not telling you to. Just maybe think about cutting back. I mean, imagine how those kids will feel if their Uncle Morden drinks himself to an early grave. Anyway, take care of yourself, okay? Suppose I wouldn't mind easing up for them. Sorry, I wouldn't mind easing up for them. I guess the way I said it works as well. It's quite the revelation, Virginia. I never expected you to so earnestly wield the arts I crafted in mere jest. I admit, I heard rumors of your unbridled ways, but I know them to be true myself. Trust me, I'm just as surprised as you are. A joke or no, the sparring session has more than proven their potential. My only worry is that luscious hair of yours. I trust it's not come to harm. There's no telling how my brother might react to such news. And what does Gilbert have to do with this exactly? Anyone would lament knowing a precious jewel has suffered damage not long after leaving their care. If he thinks me a jewel, he's awfully poor at showing it. Of course, this must be another one of your jests. Don't take this the wrong way, Ludwig, but I much prefer you as you are now. You're far, far easier to get along with. You have unorthodox tastes for a noble princess. I doubt anyone from my home would agree with you on that point. In fact, those who once knew me as a prince still strive desperately to see even a shadow of the man I used to be. Well, not me. I have no fondness for the stiff formality of royal court, myself. Nor for your past self. For once I find myself at a loss for words. And just listen for a second. No matter what life you choose from here on, you always be Aramis to me. And that's how I plan to address you. A simple sellsword, not the heir you once were. I like that very much, thank you. Now then, Virginia, you clearly have much to teach me, both in the ways of the world and those of combat. I only hope we can find a chance to spar again soon. We surely will. After all, I never shy away from an easy victory. Fucking shit. I heard you had need of me, Sir Aramis. How would you have me serve? Well, I was actually thinking we could go for a meal together. I'm sorry? Lay mentioned there being a fine tavern in that town to the north of here. To the north there. I'd be honored to have you join me. If you're interested, of course. It would be my humblest pleasure. An exquisite meal as promised. I'm simply glad we had a chance to enjoy it together. Now then, to camp. Is that all you asked me here for? It is indeed. But a meal, Sir Aramis. You must surely have something else you had me do, if you're not saying. A moment's rest is all I wanted. Did you not enjoy yourself? That's not it at all. I really expected something more. I suppose a recon mission or suggestions for how to improve in battle. What needs is said for such grandeur amongst peers? You would truly count me as such? I would, and to be frank, I wish to burden you with orders no longer. I've discarded my name, buried my legacy. In my eyes, we're not but equals. Yet, I knew simply hearing the words would upset you to no end. Hence I asked you to join me for this meal instead. Not as a lord and retainer, but old friends. And for what it's worth, I quite enjoyed myself. I hope we can do it again sometime. Great Prince Ludwig turned simple sellsword. In the many years I've served him, I never seen a smile play so sincerely across his face. It's a puzzling thing indeed. Perhaps discarding his name wasn't the mistake I thought it to be. Ludwig. Oh, Bryce and Nina. Oh, let's go. Quit skirming and come with me, brat. Ah. Unhand her to the assistant. Bonk. Dead. Thank you for saving me, brave knight. Nina. Could have sworn I saw someone snatching that girl, but it looks like you went and handled him before I could even lift my spear. When I was still but a child, my father took Mile and I into the woods on a hunting trip. We ended up separated from him along the way and ran afoul of a bandit who thought to make hostage of us. The blackguard would have succeeded too, if not for a valiant knight who rode up to fight him off. Glad he did, you know. It was then that I decided I would become a knight myself. Mila and I would often pretend at it, using tree branches for swords and pot lids for shields. Our mother even joined us, playing the part of the damsel in distress. She was always there to watch us tending our endless scrapes whenever we got hurt. But she passed not long after, and my father remarried. Of course, Mila and I, always the more adaptable... of course, Mila, always the more adaptable of us, quickly grew close to our new stepmother. Though don't mistake me, the woman is nothing but a kind soul who tries her hardest to please us. Yet no amount of kindness could ever replace her mother. That's why you ran. Found yourself throwing in with the rock rats. More or less, yes. In any case, I think that's quite enough for now. We should return to camp and make ready for our next battle. Suppose we should. Suppose so. What? I feel like I have something incorrect on Bryce. I need to double check what it is. Or if I just have the correct thing and I'm overthinking it. That's the watch amongst you. Oh no, okay. Because it just leave a miserable lie. Okay. Alright, we're good. Never mind. Leia is always so willing to do anything I ask of her, but I wonder if there's a limit to how far she'll go. Oh boy. Perhaps I'll put that to a little test. Oh Leia, I just had a sudden craving for fish, and I was hoping I might catch and cook one for myself. Would you care to join me? Gladly, your ladyship, as long as we stay within relative proximity to the fort. And come, we have corny and trout to hook. If you don't mind, Leia, I was thinking we might head into the mountains to ensnare a local boar next. And once we return with our quarry, we can roast it whole for a nice hearty meal. As you wish. I'll summon one of our hunters at once to prepare our packs for a productive journey. Thank you. I look forward to it. Tell me something, Leo. Why do you not flinch in the face of my exorbitant demands? I'm not certain what you mean. I've grown quite accustomed to your whims over the years, and today's requests are no different. Are you saying I'm always this unreasonable? For me, my princess, serving you is just like the pause. Serving as your attendant is already far beyond my duty to the Drakenhold throne. In light of that truth, nothing you ask could be too excessive. A fair point, I suppose. Nice save. Yet I admit there have been occasions where I felt you overstepped your welcome. Oh yeah? All the same, I've witnessed firsthand how truly fearless you can be as well. The trait has granted me more courage than you might think. And one which makes me forever proud to serve at your side, my princess. That's how you feel, is it? In that case, I've got plenty more requests where that came from. And no one else I would rather turn to than you, Leo. Thank you, your ladyship. Though, do try to keep them within reason, would you? Not gonna happen. Oh, looks like that's the last of the apologizing. Never could have done it without you, Lisa. Thanks. As if I let you keep embarrassing yourself alone. Sure took me back, though. I can still remember taking you around to meet the other scorpions. Years ago, when you'd only just picked up that crossbow. But now look at you. leading the whole damn gang while I'm barely even on speaking terms with them. Hey, what are you punching me in the arm for? Makes me think, you know, if you can't handle all that, then you'll be plenty fine once I'm gone. Gone? You're saying you're not coming back with me once the war's over? Never claimed I was. Still got plenty of work to do, tracking down everyone who left the gang while I was still out of commission. I was thinking. You clearly haven't been thinking anything. You promised you'd never leave me again, remember? Slow down there, Lisa. No. Do you know why I worked so hard keeping the Scorpions together? It was so that you could still have a gang to come home to. You know, I really did hate you for turning on us. But deep down, I always knew you'd be back. No matter what people said, I defended you. And now you're just gonna leave me again? I'm sorry, Lisa. Guess I shouldn't have gone phrasing it like that. I'm not leaving. Not for good, at least. Just gonna make my peace and come right back. What? That's what I've been thinking about. Letting you handle... That's what I've been thinking about. Right, so that's what I've been thinking about. Letting you handle the gang while I was gone. Never realized how much you cared about me. This isn't funny. I thought you were abandoning me, Magellan. Asshole. Hey. Oh, that's what I get for worrying about you. And I already said you're not doing this alone, so don't even think about running off without me. I'm gonna run off without you. A sister of mine sure is something. But I couldn't ask for anything else. Or we'll talk to. That wasn't the right one, was it? Oh no, it was. That's some wyvern you got there, Hilda. How gorgeous, really. Sorry, he's gorgeous, really. Oh, you have a keener eye for beauty than most in our army. Though he was always rather admired for his look back home. Especially when he came to battle, when there's no sight quite like a wyvern tearing an enemy soldier apart. It's kinda fucked up. Yeah, can barely take my eyes off him once he gets going. That's... You guys have issues. People must really love wyverns where you're from, huh? Unfortunately, no. Most consider them fearful beasts and stay away as possible. As far away as possible, I'm guessing. Few humans are willing to ride them, and even fewer wyverns are willing to trust us. Guess that makes it two pretty special. Yeah, in a sense, it was almost a stroke of fate that we met. I was still but a child at the time. And a gifted child at that, if you don't mind me saying. The other children always resented me for it. Took their frustrations out on me days after torturous days. Until one day I couldn't stomach it any longer and ran off to the hillside where wyverns were known to nest. You mean by yourself? Indeed, I rightly assumed my tormentors lacked the courage to follow me. But upon finally reaching the hillside, I came across an all too familiar scene. My wyvern here, the most handsome of his brood, was being viciously attacked by his very siblings. It was a surprise, of course, to see the natural world behave as cruelly as our own. But that shock soon gave way to blind rage. I found myself foolishly attempting to intervene in the struggle. Mere moments before the creature's claws pierced my skin, my friend here ushered me upon his back and took to the skies. Needless to say, we've been inseparable ever since. And after we returned home, my own harassers never dare speak ill of me again. Well, never realized we had so much in common. Well, now you know. There's none I could trust more in all the world. Not even my sister. And there, that should do it. What are you up to, Kitra? Oh, just helping the town out with a little favor. They needed a hand fixing the bridge, so... And you did it yourself instead of coming to me? Let's see here. You know, this is actually some pretty good fine work. Guess I don't need your help after all, huh? One day back when I was a kid, I got asked to fix a door for one of my neighbors. Guess they remember how good it felt finishing the job and getting complimented for it, of course. So I kept chasing that feeling. Chasing that high. Learning as much as I could and helping out fixing things whenever I had the chance. Makes sense to me. But sure, there's nothing quite like breaking a couple enemy bones in battle. But working on this bridge helped me do this. They just drop some like fucked up lines here and there. It's great. Helped me remind just how much I like building stuff too. Turns out we're more similar than I thought. Huh? Your work's good, Kitra, at least for someone who's just getting started. But good isn't gonna cut it when you've got people crossing this bridge every damn day. You want a couple pointers, though? I'd be glad to teach you a thing or two you can improve on. You really mean that? I was thinking I could use another pair of eyes on this thing, but I'm sure it'll be perfect by the time you're done showing me the ropes. Good to see you're excited about it. Now look here, if you want stronger foundation, all you gotta do is just put a stronger foundation. Forehead. Lord Renewis is truly you. It's an honor to see you here, my lord. Have you come to brandish your lance in the name of the local garrison? I know not who you are, but you taught me everything I know about the arts of war. Surely you must remember. The Renault you speak of is no more. Now be gone from my sight, or be run through. You seem troubled, Renault. Is everything alright? Merely a man I encountered. As an orange soldier who seemed to have served beneath me during my years under their control. In truth, I had thought to inquire upon the details of their military, but one such as he couldn't know much of value. Yet more than that, your rage took hold of you. I too have been approached by a former soldier of mine, an enemy, who spoke to me with the utmost reverence and warmth. It was an odd feeling to hear such kind words from a man I bore no memory of. Yet when I first encountered you, Renault, I found myself experiencing the contrary. The voice which met my ears was not that of an old friend, but a mere stranger who bore no memory of our time together. Such realization brought me great pain indeed. Not only that, but upon your release from their spell, you came to us only under the guise of the Wanderer at Lark. Tell me, Hodrick, does it anger you the way that I cast my name aside in favor of simple anonymity? Indeed, it does. But more than anything, it angers me to think how close I was to losing you. For had you truly chosen to renounce your past, none could ever bring you back, not even I. Both of us lost as Nora's foul sorcery, yet that is precisely why we live on, to reclaim that which was stolen from us, rather than wallow in its absence. And for me, fighting at your side is one way in which I do just that. Thank you, Hodrick. Your words bring me to the days of our youth, vying for glory as fledgling knights in Her Majesty's employ. In a sense, I suppose renouncing myself would be no different than renouncing those dear memories. Perhaps the time has come to retire this old lance of mine. Though, no matter what weapon I yield, I look forward to doing so at your side. Why the retirement talk? Ben, big guy. Oh wait, this is Albin and Jeremy. Hey, look at my best pal, Albin. How can I help you? I want to hear about that friend of yours. The one you said took his morals to the grave. Story's not worth telling, not for me, or for you. Well, I think it is. Now, come on, out with it. Suit yourself. I had a partner once, back when I was still just learning the trade. I would never stop talking about wanting to be a knight. It was all justice this and sacrifice that. The pack of bandits started attacking a nearby town, and he went after it alone. Of course, I wasn't about to let him march off to his death, so I followed pretty close behind. But the bastard saw me, and just as they were going to strike the killing blow, my friend jumped in the way and took it himself. So yeah, there's only one person I'm looking out for now, and it's me. Didn't realize you had it that rough. Well, now you know, and I don't need your sympathy for what it's worth. That's not what I'm getting at. I honestly could have guessed it was something like that. But I was happy just calling you a coward instead of learning the truth for myself. I'm sorry, Jeremy. First the boss, now you. I can't everyone just leave me the hell alone. You ask me, you're all too damn nice for your own good. And you're not the ruthless dog you pretend to be. Just don't get any big ideas about jumping in front of me, yeah? You go and get yourself killed like he did, and I'll regret ever telling you about this in the first place. I hope I don't help him out of instinct, then. Boss, you gotta hear this. What is it, Bruno? With that kind of excitement, I think I just saw you just saw a unicorn. It's even better than that. There's gonna be a feast tonight. On Elaine's order, I take it? Orders, I take it? Nah, that's the best part of the whole thing. A bunch of our mercs secretly hoping to throw a party for Elaine, not the other way around. And I imagine they only told you the condition that you keep quiet about it. Well, sure. What was I supposed to do? Not tell you? Anyway, I was thinking we could go on a little hunting trip, just like we used to for all the tricorn feasts. Wait a second, Bruno. These mercs didn't happen to have any tattoos, did they? Now that you mention it, they all did have some kind of cocoon-looking thing on their shoulder, yeah. Man, it's the steel butterflies. Bring your axe, Bruno. Looks like we have a hunting trip after all. What about the party? Sorry to break it to you, but there is no party. The bandits just told you that to keep you quiet. Now come on, we don't have much time. You did good back there, Bruno. If not for you, I'll be face down in the ditch right now. Shame about the feast, though. I was looking forward to throwing back a few rounds together. There's no reason we can't still do that. Grab us a bottle or two, will you? Now you're talking my language. I'll bring Travis too. Maybe he likes booze. But there's no way I was gonna find that out. The seal butterflies. What a bunch of hosers. I've been asked to do a little shopping in the city, and I was wondering if maybe you'd like to join me. I'd be glad to, as long as it doesn't take all day. Come, let's be off. Now that store over there has the most wonderful galettes, if you're feeling hungry at all. I am, but we're not here for lunch, Prim. Why don't we bring some back to camp for later? Are you sure we can't stop just for a moment? I've been wanting to take you here ever since I first tried the place myself. We haven't even set foot in the market yet, let alone purchase the things we need. Oh, come on, there'll be plenty of time for that later. Hey, quit pulling. Look at this hairpin, Hilda. It's perfect for you, don't you think? Enough, Prim. The others will think we've gone missing if we keep making childish detours like this. It's okay. I already told them we'd be back late. Now follow me to the store over there. I'm sure you'll love it. Well, that should be everything they asked for. If only it hadn't taken hours to get it all. That was some journey for one simple errand. Must have gotten a little carried away there, sorry. I guess I was just excited to be spending time with you again. Prim. But I suppose it can't last forever. Let's get back to camp, Hilda. Wait. I want to do this again sometime, on our own. I mean, not for someone else. And when we do, I'll have to pick out a new hairpin for you instead. You really mean that? Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Apples. All our time together, my little Hodrick, one memory stands tall above the rest. The day you unmade the magic sigil I had drawn to defend Grand Corrine from potential invaders. I fear I may never live it down. Yes, inadvertently though, it may have been. The misfortune began when I stumbled over the votive offering at the heart of your sigil. Your magical implements scattered everywhere, and their place fell, and the dried fish I happened... Wait. And in their place fell the dried fish I happened to be carrying. It was quite a shock to summon forth an army of spectral kittens rather than the knights I had hoped for. Yet it did serve the same purpose in a sense. None could slip past that many hungry cats undetected. In all my years on this earth, I've never seen a more amusing sight. I suppose unfortunate that pangs of laughter are the only trouble my mistake brought. I do wonder, though, what were you doing with all those fish to begin with? They were from my blade master at the time. He was a difficult man, yet I'd heard he loved cats more than anything in the world. Hence I thought to lure one to the training grounds in hopes of easing his stern demeanor. It seems you got a little more than you bargained for. Still, I assume any cat would have done the job, spectral or no. It's a fair thought, but unfortunately he fainted the moment he saw the spirits ambling towards him. That day's training was cancelled, as you might expect, and I found myself faced with a rather lengthy suspension from duty. That explains why I didn't see you for some time after that. Still, a lover of cats with a deathly fear of spirits, and perhaps this blade master was more of a timid man than he led you to believe. Oh my god. Still got quite a few to go. You mind if I ask you something, Hodrick? How'd you get that scar? The one across my face, you mean? Years ago, I came upon two children lost in the woods, about to be carried off by a foul bandit. Okay, so he didn't fall face first into the desk. I rushed to their aid, of course, yet as at the time I cared not for defense, but agile offense. I'd always seen heavy armor such as this to be an impediment to that aim, not a strength. Hence I preferred fabric and leather over wrought metals. Hard to imagine that. But weary as I was from constant battle, I let my guard slip a mere moment, and a bandit landed a glancing slash across my face. In the end I cut him down, yet it was then I realized the risk I had taken for going defense. Now you and that armor are practically inseparable. He went completely in the other direction. Indeed. Come as it may at the cost of mobility. I rarely suffer even the slightest injuries, unless it's magic. And now I stand an impenetrable shield, both to myself and to those I cared most about. That includes you, Lex. Should danger ever approach, you need only position yourself behind me. Thanks, Hodrick. It's a real relief knowing I've got you backing me up. Yeah, except the team of the two of them would be fucking terrible. Two defensive units that have absolutely no offensive skills. Or stats. But I guess if you're doing things in more than one battle, then they might be good. Just to whittle down, like if you're kind of going for the whittle down strategy. Have you ever considered resting a moment, Travis? Who, me? I'm fine. You'd not be fine if your exhaustion gets captured by the enemy. Sorry, if your exhaustion gets you captured by the enemy. Guess you have a point there. Maybe I wouldn't mind letting someone else handle things for today. You always have worked yourself to the bone, ever since you first joined our army. At times, it seems you care more about making a strong impression than looking after your own health. That's how it goes for an old mercenary. If I want to keep my job, I have to prove I deserve it. Though I'm glad I had someone like you watching out for me. I was observing you, actually. It was the only way I could be certain you weren't a mere spy for Znara. Sounds fair to me. That just makes me even more thankful you decided to let me stick around. You would have been fools not to. Your talent is an indispensable part of the Liberation's cause, Travis. And upon our reclamation of Cornea and His Highness' ascension to the throne, it would be most reassuring to have one such as you stand at his side. We've a long road to walk into that day, of course, but yet I pray you continue to assist him for years to come. Easy there, Joseph. You don't need to grovel. Now, forgive me. I should be going now. Bye! So I've got plenty more work ahead of me. Consider yourself hired. These flashbangs between every cutscene. Damn it, I don't think I'm ever gonna beat Elaine at this rate. Times like these call for a bit of stress eating, though. You got anything good for me, Chloe? You never learn, do you? What are you talking about? Your casual demeanor toward the prince, of course. I saw you sparring just now, and friend or not, you don't forget you're still his subject. Can't you try being at least somewhat formal with him? Look, I know you really focus on getting that stuff right, but I don't know. I think I'd rather just keep doing things the way I've always have. We're not children anymore, Lex. You speak to him like that after he's ascended the throne, you could easily find yourself tossed in jail, or worse. I mean, yeah, I guess. But getting all stuffy just makes me feel like we're not even close anymore. It's already sad enough seeing how much Elaine's changed since we were kids, you know? Well, I guess I can't deny that. But I'm glad you're still the same as ever. Kind of relieved, to be honest. Lex. Anyway. Me and Elaine are friends, and nothing's getting in the way of that, no matter how noble he gets. And I don't want him thinking all this prince stuff is changing things for me either. So yeah, if you ask me, I'm better off not doing a damn thing different. I might not agree with that, but I do understand it. And I think I see why Sir Joseph's been so reluctant to have this conversation with you. Guess it's already seemed alive, huh? Oh, don't you go changing on me either, Chloe. I want to keep our friendship just the way it is. By the way, what did I come here for anyway? We were looking for a snack after His Majesty bested you, remember? Don't say it. Here, there's plenty leftover bread you can have. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. You do have a point though. I doubt I like it. Wait. Okay. I doubt I like it very much if you started being all formal out of the blue. Now you're talking. I'd hate it too. Never change, Lex. You special, useless little soldier. Aubin and Lisa. Oh, let's go. Well, what do you think? Pretty amazing, yeah? Never seen this much water in my life. Except in your book, I mean. I mean, the old boss gave you. Yep, and I always knew when I got my ship, the two of you would be the first people I took on board. Besides, what's the point of sailing the ocean if I don't got my friends here to enjoy it with? So this is that dream you were always talking about. The hell was that? Looks like we hit a reef, Captain. We're taking on water pretty fast. She's going down. Ah! Hey, watch where you're going. What the? It was all just a dream. You okay, Aubin? You sound like a damn pig over there. Lisa, you're alive. Wait, where's Magellan? Just doing a bit of shopping in town. Why? Quit it with the hugging. You're gonna make me all sweaty now. Sorry. That's what this is about? Some dumb dream where we all died on your boat? It's not funny. I really thought I went and got both of you killed. Well, even if you did, I'm sure we wouldn't have minded going down with a friend. Going down on a friend. That's not the point, Lisa. I just can't bear seeing you get hurt like that. Especially knowing full well that it's my damn fault. What are you muttering about over there? It was just a dream of it. And besides, you know it'll take more than that to kill us. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, when you do get that boat of yours, you better not go setting sail alone, you hear me? Loud and clear. Another one that's kind of like... seemed like he was going to be a bit more than that, and they're like, nope. I think the only people who have had like Gilbert and I think, what is it? Virginia? Have had more kind of like flirting. Honestly, it should be the grown-ups out here, not me. Be proud to show respect to a human. The whole thing is so embarrassing. Another gamble. Another day, another nightmare. I'm losing my mind here, damn it. I always say the same thing. It's always the same thing too. Bugs crawling all over me, calling my name the whole time. It has something to do with the liberation, I bet. I don't know if I'll ever get used to how damn nice everyone is. Well, look what we got here. Man has been slipping like a baby ever since he got his hand on that new bow. Not even paying attention to all the nightmares I've been having. I think I owe him a bit of taunting for that. How's it going over there, Mandarin? That's some bow you got. People are saying you seem like a new man since buying it. Well, I feel like one. And it's all on the account of Gamble here. Who? The bow. Oh, Gamble too. All my weapons get names, you see. Little reminders of what they mean to me. Figured nobody deserved the honor more than my old partner in crime, quite literally. Listen, I'm not one for judging what people are into. But Gamble too? Really? It's only fair after he gave me the coin to buy it. Well, sure. That was pretty nice of me. But you don't gotta give him my name. I do, actually. No debt goes unpaid and all that. Carved your name right into the grip the day I got it. And I'm honored you did. Still, something about this just feels wrong. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you to scratch it out. Not happening. You said it yourself. Things have been going good for me since I got it. If that doesn't prove I picked the right name, I don't know what will. Ugh. It's like we're speaking two different languages here. You get what I'm saying if you just try it, Gamel. All you have to do is polish your weapon up every night, if you know what I'm saying. And call the thing by its name while you're at it. A friend like that will never let you down. Hold on a sec. You mean you've been saying my name in the middle of the night? You have. And you've been doing it while I was sleeping next to you, while polishing your wood. That's the short of it, yep. Mandarin. You're the reason I'm having all those nightmares. I have to know, Azalea. Have you spoken to Alina at all after leaving Simtuk? That's some way to start a conversation. I never did expect her to fall for a human, you know, though I can't say I don't see their appeal. Elaine. Still, the separation of yours is rather wasteful, don't you think? There are few better things in life than a good romance. Just simply protected me when I was running from Zenora, that's all. And even if it were romance, the gulf between elf and human is too large to bridge. Their lifespan are a fair bit shorter than ours, yes, but that just lets them shine all the brighter. I'm sure you know that well enough by now. No matter what prejudiced foes might try to convince you otherwise. Enough of this, Terrace. All I could ever want is for Alina to live in peace, and staying away is the only way I can ensure she does so. Sounds to me like you really care for the girl. Maybe you could move to her village after the war, settle down, and abandon my post as your personal guard? Never. Athelian, please. There's more to life than duty and obligation. And the more time you spend hesitating, the less time you have to spend with her. So follow your heart, just as I would, before it's too late. If you still want to serve me 100 years from now, you'll be more than welcome. Thank you, Terrace. Oops. When the maid spotted you stealing off with the evening's dessert, you wrapped yourself in my garb and fled. Perhaps you thought to shift the blame, yet the jam staining your lips made the true culprit rather obvious indeed. I think that's quite enough recounting of my adolescent mischief, thank you. Oh, I thought you would be pleased to hear I still remember. I was, for the first 20 stories. It's clear to me that you recall every agonizing detail of my childhood. Now, I wish to hear of yours instead. Ludwig? Do you remember what you told me when we last spoke? I had forgotten much in the years since I left. Alas, the same is true for me. My time as a crown prince is but a clouded blur in my mind. Surely you jest. Consider it, Gilbert. The moment I fled Soldraga, my entire life changed. The clothes I wear, the meals I eat, even my own name. It's as though the Ludwig you refer to is another man entirely. In such a light, can you honestly claim me as your brother? I, who chose to wander our lands rather than bear the burden of kingship, a burden which now rests upon your shoulders. I would ask the same question of you if you truly renounced all that you once were. What of me? You will always be the only brother I've ever had, Ludwig. And in my belief, nothing can ever sever a bond of blood. Even should you remain a wanderer come the end of this war. Even should I never see you again for as long as I live. Yet again I met with my own inadequacies. You always have had the better of me, Gilbert. I can't promise you much, but I've every faith you'll grow to be one of the finest kings Drakenhold has ever witnessed. And if not that, then at least the finest brother. Thank you, Lily. Brother. Stop right there, Val Rogue. Do you forget? Did you forget that we agreed to stroll through the woods today? Celeste? Sorry, I think that might have been a bit too much. Don't worry about it. But I've got to ask, why are you talking like a damn angel does? Like that damn angel does. Well, I overheard you and Oculus trading barbs the other day. It's impressive, really. The two of you fight every time you see each other, but you still seem like good friends. And I thought maybe her irritability was somehow key to that friendship. You got it all wrong there. First off, me and the angel are not friends, not even close. You're not? Second, when we do talk, it's usually just her swearing she'll get revenge on me. Wouldn't be surprised if she was round here now when ready to put a sword to my back at any moment. Anyway, the important thing is you're better off not talking like that. Even if you're friends with someone, you never know when how they're gonna take it. Things go sideways, you might end up fighting for real. I guess there are just some things you shouldn't say to people. Not to mention you're terrible at it. For what it's worth, I think we're friends enough as is. No change is needed. Oh. In that case, I'll treat you just the same way as I did before. Appreciate it. Now, what was that about taking a stroll? Well, let's just forget it, okay? This whole situation's got a bit too embarrassing for my liking. Let's try. No takebacks. Come on, out with it. Who's being the mean one now? You vile rogue. Yeah, they're buddies. Oculus and him, best of friends. At times I wonder, Baroness, how would matters stand now had you never been cast from our order? Gotta question that. If not for that fateful day, the two of us could have raised the banner of the liberation together. Not strewn across the nation like so much shattered glass. You think so? Nice work back there, old man. Keep that up and you get handpicked for the Royal Guard in no time. I mean, that's what you're after, right? Feels like Queen Elenia is the only thing you talk about sometimes. Quiet, girl. Oh, it's Gailey, the guy that we killed. And he would pain you? Would it pain you to call me captain for once? So I know they say Elenia's smart, but I don't know. I still don't know about a woman leading our country. I mean, she's letting Drakenhold practically walk all over us. We'd never be that spineless if I was in charge. What was that about our queen? Say it again, I dare you. You want to fight, bastard? Elenia's little lapdog sure has some bark today. But do you have the bite, Gailey? Easy there, old man. Do you really want to throw away your shot at the Royal Guard over a pair of nothings? Damn the Royal Guard, I'll not let these knaves speak of our queen however they wish. Guess I've only got one choice then. That's enough, you two. Take back what you said and we can all walk away happy. Why should I? I was only speaking the truth, you know now. Come here, I need to get some payback for earlier. Wait. Too late. You're gonna pay for that. Get shit on. You're expecting me to thank you for the for that outburst of yours. It won't happen. Didn't think it would. Hey, at least now I've still got a chance of making the Royal Guard. You guys, you still got a chance of making the Royal Guard. Besides, it turns out those two were up to some nasty stuff behind our backs. I have no sympathy for fools who can't understand the bounty our queen provides. Hey, they certainly have no right to serve her royal name. By the way, you gonna punish me or what? Fighting in the ranks probably gets me expelled, huh? Just like them. Such is the sentence, yes. Well, maybe it's for the best. Then you can go and enjoy the capital. As for me, I think a mercenary fits me better than a knight. Let's see. Gailey was the guy that was running away that we killed in the forest. Even back then, I knew you'd never initiate a fight without fair reason. I attempted to appeal as such on her behalf, but there was only so much I could say, having not been present myself. My words were dismissed as though they were mere air. Not that it would have mattered, of course. You never stopped insisting you had struck first. You were protecting him, weren't you? If only you had told the truth, Baroness. Then what? I would have stayed with the Ashen Blue? Some good that would have done. We lost the provinces in order whether I was there or not. So yeah, I might have walked a different road, but all of them led to the same spot. Right to the same spot. And I don't regret it, if that's what you're wondering. The old man would have done anything for Elenius, and so would I. For Elenia or for the old man? That wasn't... Yeah. Hmm. Ah, Galadmir. Precisely the woman I was searching for. Oh wait, she didn't say it like that. She said, "Oh, Galadmir." Not, "Ah, Galadmir. How might I help you, Terrace?" Truth of the matter is, I've realized something over the course of our travels with deliberation. What I once thought to be a journey to restore our home to its former beauty has in time blossomed into much more. No longer do I wish to return to the days of yore, but on a new Alheim where people of all races and creeds can live in harmony. Forgive me the query. To my ear, it sounds as though you seek to excise the roots of our very society. I do. This world continues to change with each passing day, and we must ever strive to change with it. And I couldn't imagine doing so without you at my side. Me? But if you aim to disparage yourself, stop. You're a dear friend to me, Galadmir. One whose support and whose love I'll not bear to be without in the trying times which lie ahead. Ah, she's weakened. Have I said something to offend? Not at all, Terrace. It's merely that your kindness moved me to tears. Did it now? I hardly thought myself capable. Indeed. It's difficult to believe the little girl I once knew really delivered such touching words. It would seem you always consider me that same child. I'll not. You've grown into to be an elegant woman, Terrace, and a fine Tyrannos at that. Emphasis on fine. Well, I suppose I'm rather relieved to hear that. And what if I propose it? Will you join me, Galadmir? Are you certain you wish me to have me? Kiss. I could want no other, and I hope to never lose your loyalty, your strength, or your compassion. Then you never shall. Come what may, I will continue to serve this nation until the light of my life departs my body, both as your retainer and as your friend. Thank you, Galadmir, from the very depths of my heart. Sorry, I just have to make everything sexual. Otherwise, it's just not as fun, is it? With all the potential for it. It would be foolish not to do it. Alright, Sharon and Oculus. I've been waiting for this for so long. Lady Oculus, is there something I can assist you with? Not tonight, thank you. I was merely preparing to turn in for the evening. And I suggest you do the same. You must surely be tired from the day's work. Yeah, I suppose I am. You seem rather troubled, Sharon. What is it that ails you? Oh, It's just that I learned long ago that you're more than capable of anything that you set your mind to. It was often obvious that you were quite exhausted from your duties back at Ronmort. Yet you always found the energy to play with the children without so much as a moment's hesitation. A pleasant memory, yes, but how does that relate to your present dismay? Well, the same is true in our battles, Oculus. You're always doing whatever you can to protect me, while I never have a chance to support you in any way, neither in battle nor out of it. You mean to say... Ugh, what a wretched fool I've been. So quick I was to act to even notice the compassion you bore for me. Please, you mustn't blame yourself. Are you certain you've not need of rest, Sharon? I'm fine, I assure you. In that case, perhaps I would rather like a nice wing massage. Oh, they're massaging each other, right? You've always been good at this, Sharon. And your legs make as fine a pillow as ever. Glad you think so. But more than anything, I'm happy to know I can actually be of use to you. As am I for you. To be completely honest, our friendship has felt a bit one-sided as of late. You do so much for me, and then I wanted nothing more to make you feel cared for in the same way. Though it feels a bit embarrassing to be saying that out loud. Sharon, please, you do plenty. And you may not always realize this, but the day I met you was the most blessed day of my life. Oh, come now. I know you're just trying to cheer me up. I am, perhaps, but it's the truth, too. Oh, she's blushing. Well, I'm pleased to hear you say so. And in the spirit of openness, I feel the same. And they were roommates. Forgive me for saying so, Vladimir, but I've heard a few soldiers whispering your name of late. They claim that at times your oft stern expression has begun to grow far more tranquil. Has it now? Ever since you enlisted in the Liberations ranks, you've held yourself almost as a taut. You've held yourself almost as taut as a ready bowstring. I wonder if perhaps it was your guilt concerning Tero Talent which bound you so. It was, but that hasn't changed even now. Perhaps she is willing to forgive my failings, but I refuse to do the same. You will, in time. And you may not realize it now, but those moments of leisure our soldier spoke are the first step towards that forgiveness. You mean to imply I've lowered my guard? Another shortcoming I must learn to contend with. I'm sorry? Nothing I do will ever be amends for the dangers I inflicted upon Tereltalid. Yet I've allowed myself to grow complacent, disarmed by the warmth of our new allies. And I never would have realized without your words of warning. But Vladimir, that was not my... Time for words has passed. When next we meet, I will have steeled myself against the temptations which fetter me so. Now I feel excuse me. There she goes, blind as ever to her own emotions. Though I don't have much right to criticize myself. Yeah, Mr. Alina. What was the girl's name? I forgot. Oh, Gilbert and Virginia? It seems the match is yours, yet again. One victory in every 3 bouts is quite the damning proportion, Virginia. Powerful though your attacks may be, you shall always struggle if you remain so blatantly ignorant to your opponent's intentions. Are ignorant. Our positions might well be reversed if you only remember to dodge every now and again. Maybe so, but you can't expect to get out of the way of everything. That's just what my shields are for. All the same, you mustn't rely on that alone. The same applies in battle as well. Truthfully, my blood runs cold every time I watch you charge forth alone. Is that why you always ask to keep me in your unit? Sure. Because you were worried about me? Can't deny that. It's more I've more confidence in giving you orders than anyone in our entire army. Even more than Elaine? Not a competition, merely a matter of who's able to keep your violent inclinations in check. Sure sounds like a competition, you can't just resist, can you? To be honest, Virginia. What is it? I've always felt you were my better from the day we first met. You fled to Drakenhold entirely on your own. Held firm to your Cornian pride as a member of her royal family. Never once lost hope that you would one day reclaim your birthright. And having watched you overcome such great adversity, I began to despise my own cowardice. It was then that I resolved to never again succumb to its grasp, to don my father's mantle, and restore Drakenhold to its former brilliance. Am I hearing this right, Gilbert? Are you claiming you got your competitive edge from me? Why do you laugh? Oh, nothing. Just thinking I could go for another sparring match or two. I see your lust for blood is truly insatiable. Lust for something else. Given our shared reluctance to admit defeat, I fear this match shall truly never come to an end. That's fine by me. The day one of us gives up is the day we both lose something irreplaceable. Somehow I can't see it ever happening. Suppose not, no. Yet be warned, Virginia, this next victory shall be mine as well. We'll see about that. Already yelling at her mom. Back straight, shoulders level, proper follow-through. I've never seen a more elegant archer in all my life. Not to mention the power and precision you manage on each and every arrow. You really just never stop improving, Radial. I appreciate that. Oh, and here, I won't be needing this bomb anymore. You won't? Then let me see your hands. I knew it. All those blisters have calloused over. Must have taken weeks to get to that point. But I can't say I'm surprised, nor would your mom be, I'm sure. I just hope I can end up even half as good as she was. Still have a long way to go till I get there, though. She must have really been a special, huh? Really have been special, huh? She was amazing. At least, Valentine most things. At least at most things. What did she struggle with? Cooking. Out of all those skills, it was her only real flaw. I never ended up doing much myself because of that. That explains why you always disappear when I need help with dinner. But I've been thinking, maybe you could teach me. You don't mind, that is. Mind? I would love to. Come on. You want to start now? Of course, besides, I'm sure you're starving after all that archery, so let's get going already. Hey, stop pulling! Should have known I'd end up cutting my finger. Guess I'm just not meant for this stuff. Tell me something, Radio. How many arrows did it take before you really knew how to shoot? Hundreds? Thousands? Well, cooking is no different. If you want to get better, you just have to keep practicing. Though, just so you know, everyone loved the dish you made. They did? I don't know what to say, Chloe. Maybe just thank you to start. And I won't give up on this, I promise you that. Glad to hear it. Oh. Yeah. Saw something in the distance. Oh, fish. Oh, wood. Forgive me for saying it, Eleanor, but I was watching the way you fought in that last battle. Still concerned for my health, huh? Not anymore. It was as if your blade had a mind of its own, while you yourself moved far quicker than I'm frankly used to these days. Almost like the Eleanor of years past stood before me again, ready to scope before my slightest step out of line. I'm merely doing what you said, proving my devotion in life, not in death. Besides, what sort of instructor would I be if I had my old apprentice fearing for my safety? But I must admit, I'm impressed at just how much your awareness of the battlefield has improved. In your youth, you would fly into a blind rage the very moment you drew your sword. I learned that composure from you. You know, to let the fire burn within while keeping my mind both calm and clear. The only way to protect the things that matter the most. Time has certainly changed you, Athelian. How so? As a boy, you always used to think of your allies as little more than impediments, obstacles to overcome, rather than people to cherish. Yet no longer. That's precisely the reason you've continued to watch after me, is it not? It wasn't a conscious intent, I assure you, though I can't deny the fellowship I feel when I fight at your side. And I couldn't just watch as you cast your life away for nothing. Perhaps it wasn't time that changed you at all, but meeting Elaine. I expect you're right. The man dedicates himself to serving others, and in the process helps them grow and thrive in extraordinary ways. It's perplexing, to say the least. Yet it's all the more reason we must claim victory in this war, both for him and for Rosalind. After everything we've been through together, I expect nothing less. I could expect nothing. That's three continents done. We're getting there, boys. Alright. Mona. Is there a problem, Gerard? You seem rather more tense than usual. No, it's nothing. Doesn't appear to be nothing. The laces holding your armor together are frayed beyond belief. I suppose they are, yeah. To be honest, I was hoping to find someone who might be able to mend them. I would do it myself, of course, but there's not much craft in hands like these. Let me take a look. Yes, just give me a moment, I'll have it handled. You, Ramona? I can't possibly ask that of you, given all the time you spent laboring through war councils. It's no trouble, I assure you. But how many times have I sewn clothes together for you and Unifi over the years? You know there's nothing to worry about, Marn. Still, very well. Thank you, Ramona. I'm glad to do it. Now stay right here. I'll have your armor back in its former glory in no time. All done, Marn. I've restitched the laces just as you asked. I also noticed an alarming lack of decoration, so I added a touch of embroidery to the leather as well. A lion, of course, to match your ferocious image. You what? Thank you, that is. I appreciate the help, Ramona. Think nothing of it. And as always, simply let me know if you need any further assistance. I had a feeling this would happen. Ramona is a wonderful seamstress, and I can't deny that, but she always has to add an extra something to all of her work. Yet, although this lion is a little too cute for me, I'll be proud to wear it just like everything else she's made. Oh. I don't get it, Goal. How is it your fur always so nice and clean all the time? Do you do something specific to take care of it? Nah, not really. I barely even had time to groom it with all the fighting we've been doing. Oh. Well, if it's already perfect now, just think about how much softer it will get once we brush it. You're gonna brush it for me? Oh, Sorry. Wolves like me, it's not supposed to get excited over that kind of stuff. Don't go think I'm gonna roll over and show you my belly. I'm not gonna go rubbing my face on your brush like a damn house cat either. Still, I know you only offered out of kindness of your heart. But if you seriously want to do it, I guess I wouldn't mind. At least for a bit. Wow, really? Oh, I can't wait. Let's just do it somewhere away from the camp, yeah? I think I'd just about die on the spot if someone saw us. Gonna wag his tail. The Govel, your tail is wagging. It's like, shut up. It's a reflex. I like how at no point she actually suggested that she would. She just kind of talked about brushing it. You fighting ghosts out there or what? Oh, Baroness. I merely thought to sneak in a bit of extra training. As much as I hate to admit it, I have still plenty to learn compared to the more senior knights of the Liberation. So I only have one option, strive to reach the heights of my betters, or be left ever choking upon their dust. Oh, better answer than I was expecting. But you know, I'm pretty big on training myself, though not really for the same reason. I was looking for people who want to spar too. What do you say? I'd be glad to if you had a steed to face me on. Like I even need one. Word of warning though. Think of me like a common soldier, and I promise you'll regret it. I suppose that's what I get for making assumptions. Now let's begin. Fucking have his ass clapped. An impressive bout, Baroness. Not only did you elude my charges and strike at my flank, but you even positioned yourself opposite to my spear. While keeping a safe distance. Keeping at a safe distance. Hey, you weren't so bad yourself. You and that horse of yours move with the same mind, even more now than back in our days with the Order. Can't say I was expecting a fight that tough. That's high praise coming from you. Just let me know if you want to spar again, yeah? I'm not planning to choke on your dust either. I'm not planning to choke you. I mean, what? Only if you ask. I mean, what? Damn, it's cold. But this is snow, huh? It's almost like some kind of freezing white sand. Gotta wonder how folks here deal with it year-round. Like we had it any better. The desert will kill you during the day. They don't chill you to the bone once the night comes knocking. No matter what they're facing, people always figure out ways to adapt. That's what it means being alive, I guess. Still, it's strange thinking we'd never be standing here if it wasn't for Elaine. You remember when the boss used to tell us to get out of the desert, see Favres for what it's got to give? Never made sense coming from someone who loved that place as much as she did. Pissed me off every damn time I heard it. It's because she knew something had to change, Magdalene. Her whole life she watched our people get treated like nothing more than liars and thieves. But us, we had a chance to show the world what a stretch of sand means to us. What that stretch of sand means to us. To show them who we really are. If she seriously meant all that, then she should have just said so. Yeah, like that'd work. Whole speech would have gone in one ear and out the other. She was right, though. Now come on, we got work to do. I must say, Anissa, I'm still thinking about our most recent tea together. That cake you brought seemed every bit a real mushroom chocolate. Wait, a real mushroom, chocolate dirt and all. I'm glad you liked it. I had it made especially for you, you know. The way its delicate flavors complemented the tea, I suppose I should have never expected anything less. To be honest, I had such fun that day. I'm certain a smile still graced my lips as I fell asleep. It's good to see you're still as excitable as ever. I have to ask though, did you enjoy yourself as well, Unisa? You always seem to be finding ways to make me happy, but I struggle to tell if you ever actually have any fun yourself. Oh, sister. You really have no idea, do you? What do you mean? Of course I had fun with you. How could you possibly ever think otherwise? It's merely, I don't know. At times it seems as though you know me even better than I know myself. While I feel like I can barely tell the difference. I can barely tell the first thing about you. But that's how it is. Then listen well, Ethelyn. I don't need tea or cake or anything else, anything else to make me happy. All I need is you. So if you really care about how I feel, you keep that smile of yours as warm and beautiful as ever. I should have known you would say something to that effect. And I feel exactly the same. Now let us enjoy the evening stars together. Amuga, what are you doing outside of camp? Merely reminiscing our last battle, and hazard to say we never would have won it without you and your wyvern leading the offensive. A bold claim, but you performed rather admirably yourself, though you don't seem especially pleased about it. Is something bothering you? No, not about the battle at least. It's Unifi. We've lived together for years now, and she's practically a sister to me at this point. But recently it felt like she wanted nothing to do with me. Just today I warned her to watch where she was walking, but she simply turned her back and continued on. Sounds to me as though she's going through a rebellious phase. Prim had one of her own not so long ago. I didn't respond well to it though, and said some things I very much regretted later on. So my advice is trust in Unifi and give her space to grow into the woman she wants to be. It may not be easy, but I'm more than certain you're capable of it. If that's truly what she needs, then that's what I'll do. And besides, by all accounts, we still have some growing of our own to do before this war comes to a close. Point well made, and thank you, Hilda. Rebellious siblings. Have you ever heard of asking before you touch someone's name, Monica? My apologies, Merard. I scarcely even realized what I was doing. I was doing it. I'm not sure I see how that's possible. Well, it's merely that your fur reminds me that of a house cat we used to keep in our manor. This war must be taking some toll on you if you're mistaking a lion like me for a simple kitten. Indeed it is. Ever since I joined the Liberation, it's felt as though life has been nothing more than one battle after the next. In truth, I often find myself wishing my old cat were here to jump into my lap and ease my troubled heart. In any case, I should be going now. Wait. What is it? I might not be the nimble little house cat you used to, but if touching my mane can bring you the same comfort, then you're welcome to do so whenever you want. You would truly grant me such an honor. Pat, pat. As long as you remember to ask first. Then might I pet your mane for a moment? Go right ahead. I just hope it helps you relax a bit. At the kitty. I must admit, Martin, after your memories returned, I feared you would venture off on your own, far beyond anywhere we could reach you. But I'm relieved to see my worries were unfounded. That's actually exactly what I was planning to do. I thought an old soldier like me didn't have any right to stay here. Though, when the moment finally came, I couldn't follow through. It's been years now since you brought me, you and Unify, into your home, and the three of us started living as a family. Even as Zenora's cold dominion pushed farther and farther into our lands, the warmth of our bond never faded. I still treasure the days of Unify dragging me outside to have snowball fights with her. Or you humming proudly as you embroidered my armor with decorations more fitting for a young boy than a grown man. All that time, all those memories with the two of you, you were some of the best I've ever had. But no matter how much I wanted to cast that life aside, I could never bring myself to do it. It's a good thing, too. Unify and I would have been furious if you had abandoned us with so much as a single word. Yet I wonder, is there not another family waiting for you out there? A human family. Not anymore, there's not. My parents passed away when I was just a child. I think that explains the comfort I felt in my life here in Bastorius. Forgive me for saying so, but I find that to be somewhat of a relief. I thought before about the possibility of you leaving us, and every time it ends up with me in tears, struggling to bear such powerful emotion. But you don't have to worry. You and Unify are the greatest family I could ever ask for. Sad. It's hard to believe how quickly time flies, Unify. Almost 8 years have passed since the day I first found you. Hey, Ramona. Have you ever regretted taking me in? Well, you always were something of a troublemaker. If I ever took my eye off you, even for a second, you would run off without so much as a word. Most of the time, you would let yourself into people's homes and make friends with their children. Though once you went missing for an entire evening, only to spend a night sleeping beside creatures of the forest. Sorry, the creatures of the forest. And despite our frantic searching, Murad and I didn't find you until you walked back into town come sunrise. Yeah, I remember. Sorry for making you worry. Please, it's little more than an amusing memory nowadays. In fact, I thought your ambition to be quite an admirable trait, as well as your keen ability to befriend anyone you meet in but an instant. It's your kindness which made such feats possible. Even as a young girl, you were capable of so much, things I myself often struggled with. What I meant to say is the only emotion I feel towards my time raising is pride. You and Murad are my family, Unify. We're the most wonderful family I could ever imagine. Ramona. Glad you're the one who found us all those years ago. Thank you for being the best mom in the world. Home? It's an ambush, my lady. You must escape. And abandon you to die? I'll do no such thing. I'll not be far behind you, I swear it, and I'll go east while you have time. I beg you, don't waste your energy on me. I'm not leaving you here. You must. There's no knowing what numbers the enemy brings. Cease this complaining at once. I'm staying with you, and that's final. Just as you stood by me when House Melee was on the verge of collapse. Now we're making it back together, Colm, even if I have to carry you myself. Persistent little pests, aren't they? What incredible skill, my lady. You've deflected their arrows as though they were a child's plaything. You're awfully chipper for someone who's just been shot in the leg. Does it hurt? True wound here is to my pride. I've placed you in great danger yet. And there's that bleeding stop. Come, we should be out of their sight if we can just make it over to that ridge. Very well. Oh, I'm certainly grateful for the aid. My lady, you must never put yourself in such peril. Especially not for the sake of a mere servant in your employ. Should a similar predicament ever arise again, there shall only be one proper course of action. Forsake me and see that you yourself live on. Calm? What is it? You're hereby forbidden to die before my wedding day. That is an order. I understand, my lady. And no more talk about me abandoning you either. As you wish. I'm not the first witnessing your happiest moments. So we should marry her so he can die, right? Glad to hear. As for me, well, I'm simply honored to serve such a wonderful woman. Look at us, sharing drinks like an old couple of pals. Sorry, like a couple of old pals. Can't say I ever expected it, though unlike you, this is water, I have not alcohol. Never met a guy who doesn't like his liquor, but don't worry, I won't push it. By the way, Bertrand, what are you thinking to do once this war is all finished? First, I plan to help my village rebuild. After that, I'm not entirely sure. Yep, that sounds like you. Me, I'm gonna pick up where my grandpa left off before he died, running a tavern in one of the local towns. I had no idea you had tradesman blood in your family. Good news is, I won't even have to fix up the building, it's just standing just as tall as I remember. It's a fine idea, I'll see that, but have you ever actually run a business before? Can't imagine it's an easy task with no prior experience. It's not, but my grandpa taught me everything he knew back when the world was a bit calmer. It's got one problem. What is it? Well, it's not exactly in the best area. The place fills up quick with angry drunks, miserable beggars, and poor souls looking to swipe a mug or two. The old man had some real trouble with them too. Far cry from the picturesque little alehouse I envisioned. Hey, feel free to say no to this if you want, but what do you think about being my shield? Protecting the tavern, you mean? I would expect you're more than capable of handling such undertakings yourself. You know this is me you're talking about, right? I start fights, not prevent them. With a big guy like you keeping watch, nobody will even think about stealing from us. That solves the problem way better than my sword does, if you ask me. More peacefully, too. Well, what do you say? I wouldn't be guarding the tavern so much as the people who frequent it. You say something over there? And I could use something to motivate me once this war comes to a close. Very well, Goho. I'll pay you a visit once my village is restored. You will? I mean, yeah, of course you will. Can't wait. Oh, look at them. All it took was beating some sense into the both of them. Thank you both for the wonderful gifts. And of course, the fine meal as well. Been some time indeed since the three of us dined like this, but I pray we can do it again once, sooner rather than later. You think she was happy with that? Think? I'm sure she was. Looks like all that time we spent planning paid off then. And see how much Ramona was enjoying it, I honestly couldn't help but smile too. Indeed, it was one of the finest days I can even remember. Ever remember. By the way, Marari, don't you think it's a little colder than usual today? Not particularly, no. Have you come down with a fever, Yennefer? Let me feel your forehead. Oh no, that's not... your body temperature seems to be normal, but your hands are practically frozen solid. My hands? Oh, well, speaking of hands, I actually have a present for you, Mara. You do? Here, I hope you like it. What magnificent mittens! And sorry about earlier, I only asked if you were cold because I wasn't sure how to bring it up. Don't apologize, Yennefer. The truth is, I bought you a pair of mittens as well. You did? They're even the same style as the ones I got you, just a lot smaller. I too wasn't sure how to brush the topic earlier. My comment about your hands was the best attempt I could make. And here I thought this kind of stuff only happens in fairy tales. As did I, but I won't complain to know we both came up with the same idea. Thank you, Nifty. I'll think of you every time I put them on. Same here, and coincidence or not, I'm glad we got to match them. Perhaps we both should wear them when the three of us next have dinner together. Though I imagine Ramona would feel left out without mittens of her own. That's an easy problem to solve. Let's buy her some. Yes, let's. Oh, and I can't wait to see the look on her face when we give it to her. Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't think I'll ever get to sleep. Wait, is that Goble? Where is it going at this time of the night? This time of off night? Grandpa, Grandma. Goble? Who's there? Oh, I should see you, Niffy. Are you crying? Me? Not a chance in hell. But, listen, you better not tell anyone about this, or else. I won't, I promise. So what are you doing here, anyway? Well, I couldn't sleep, so I stepped outside of my tent for a second, and that's when I saw you wandering off. What about you? Is there a reason you're out here in the middle of nowhere by yourself? What is it? Fine, I'll tell you. My grandparents, alright? Ever since they died, I can't stop thinking about them. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Just had another dream about them, too. I was a kid again, living in that cozy little house they used to have. It was the happiest time I can ever remember. You must have really loved them. I did, but I still didn't think you'd catch me crying over it. Seems like you're always finding the parts of me I never planned on sharing. Maybe you could tell me for real then. About your grandparents, I mean. Guess I don't have a choice when you put it like that. But just a few stories, okay? My grandpa used to run a tavern over in town, and one day... Oh, the tavern. Calibrations. Oh shit. Say, Dina, everyone in the Liberation is pretty nice, huh? Where's this coming from? I guess they're not bad for outsiders. Aha! I knew you were warming up to them. You say that like I'm colder than the damn snow. If anything, it feels like they just stay away and let me do my own thing. Not what I'd call friendly. Are you sure you're not just avoiding them? Nah, that's not it. If I had to guess, I bet they're all afraid of the scary Bestros and her sharp claws. They're right to be. If I get too close, it's really easy for me to accidentally cut someone. You know what? That sounds to me like... You know? You don't want to hurt anyone, so you're subconsciously staying as far away from them as you can. Clever analysis, but I don't think so. Well, let me finish. Remember that time we were holding hands when I was still just a kid? I accidentally grazed one of your claws and started bleeding all over the place. Now, you say you only look after yourself, but I know you've kept them filed down ever since. Didn't think you would notice that. With a friend I care about as much as you, how could I know? Even so. I won't hear another word of it, Dina. I've got news to spread. News? What news? Listen to this, everyone. Dina just told me she's living this because she cares about you. Even if you wait, get back here this instant. Oh, fish. I've been wondering, Captain, where did you come up with the name Rock Rats? Makes sense you never heard. There's an old saying, cling to life with all the tenacity of a wounded rat. Sounds just like us, right? Almost uncannily so. Well, I've got a story to back it up. A long time ago, there was this family over in Drakenhold. Oh, it's just some Bryce backstory. A mother, a son, and a dad who worked himself to the bone to keep them all fed. It was a modest life, but they were happy. Till one day, a noble in town got his house picked clean by thieves. The dad of the family was the only suspect, ended up getting sent to the gallows and fleeced of his hard-earned gold. His wife, racked with grief for her lost love, tried to end it all, kill herself and her son too. But the kid made it out. Without a family left to speak, his only choice was turning to a life of banditry. Each day hurt bad, but he'd do nothing. But he'd do anything it took to survive. So he went from town to town, clung to life without tenacity of, well, you know. Never could get over his hatred for nobility, though. Captain. Everywhere he went, it was always the same thing. The strong stealing from the weak. It was greed, plain and simple. And if you didn't want to be taken advantage of, you had to get stronger. I had to. That's why I started the Rock Rats, to give outcasts like me a place they could call home. As for the name, I already said, there's not a storehouse in Favres safe from the persistence of a rat. Makes it a fitting moniker for a band of thieves who ply the same trade. Captain, you should know. I already do. You're a nobility, daughter of Cornian Lord. But, sorry, we've known since the day you first asked to enlist. I mean, we already knew that in your story quest. It was obvious, really. Then why did you permit me to join? I thought you hated nobles like me. Not ones to fight with for the same reason I do. We're both out here trying to protect those who can't lift a sword for themselves. That's good enough for me. Anyway, I didn't mean to give you my whole life story there. Now come on, let's check you're on cooking duty tonight. Yes, Captain. Oh. Yeah. Excuse me. Hey, Dina. Yeah. Oh, nothing. Like, I'm gonna buy that. Come on, out with it. Well, it's just been ages since we've gotten to bask in the sun like this. It's the same spot where we used to do it, too. Then we'd sneak over in the checkpoint after dark and scare the life out of all the soldiers. We're lucky we never got caught, now that I think about it. I can't imagine enjoying the local jail too much. But I guess I understand why Ramona always got so mad when we told her about it. I miss those days, you know? We thought we were invincible, that nothing could touch us so long as we were together. Sometimes I wish we were still those same kids. Innocent, happy. Do you know? Listen to me, Yuffie. What is it? This war with Sonora is getting worse every day. It's not stopping anytime soon. You never know when I might not be around to protect you anymore. And if I'm not, I want you to go with Elaine. He'll keep you safe, I'm sure of it. What are you talking about, Nina? We always promised we'd protect each other, not just one way around. You're a good kid, you know that, but sometimes you gotta forget the past and look ahead. Oh, can't believe you'd even think such a thing. Hold on, Yuffie. No, as long as we've known each other. It's always been what you want, what you feel. What about me, huh? Of course I want to make it through this war, but I don't want to do it without you. But please, never talk to me about dying again, okay? I'm sorry, Yuffie. I wish I could promise that, but the real world's not as pretty as we'd like. There's no guarantees that any of us will make it back alive. I don't care. The only thing that matters to me is being with you. Fine, you win. I'm not going anywhere, I swear it. Thank you, Dina. You're the best friend a girl could ever ask for. Guess what I get for indulging you all the time. We're almost done. This will be the final yapping stream until we have to open a little last bit of Albion, which shouldn't be as much. It's only gonna be like a few. Eleanor? Paris. I thought you had returned for the evening. Sorry, turned in for the evening. I was planning to, yes, but he seemed a little more uneasy than usual as he took your leave. I couldn't sleep without finding out why. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you noticed. Surely not after the decades we've known each other. Now tell me, what's wrong? It's nothing of your concern, I assure you. There's no need for you to suffer the same thorn which pierces my heart. Maybe not, but I'm better at removing thorns than you might think. Go on. You insist? And thank you for your compassion, Theris. It pertains to the soldiers who once stood beside me in this brutal fight against Inara. Once my mind was freed from their foul magic, I noticed several of my men had gone missing. Later I learned that they had returned to the forest soil and become one with the divine. No. I can't say for certain who was responsible for their deaths. And every time I inquire about it, my fellow attendants seems to shy away from the subject entirely. As such, I've come to believe they perished at my own hand. If that's true, then blame for their passing lies solely within me. How could you say such a thing? You only ever acted as a decoy in order to keep me safe. Many have laid down their lives in my name, Runa, a list which almost included you as well. That's a burden only I can bear. And if I ever hope to repay their sacrifice, I have to do so by winning the peace they desperately desired. Terrace. It seems that thorn has found its way into both our hearts in the end. I'm glad to know your pain, if nothing else. But despite all my claims to the contrary, I have a feeling we're no closer to removing it now than when we started. It appears I'm not the only one too serious for their own good. That's precisely why we make such a fitting pair. Ones that stood the test of time for decades by then. And one that will continue to do so for decades to come. Though we often face those who capitulated to Zenora, a thought has only now occurred to me. I'm certain some of them surrendered, not out of true defiance, but merely a wish to see those they love safe. Those we crossed spear with in our battle for the province were no different, I guess. With each combatant I felt, I couldn't help to feel some distant sense of loss. Same with me. But we can't afford to falter now. We take up arms to protect the weak, to deliver justice to those who stray from its light. But I won't tell you just to get over it either. Remorse is a natural part of warfare. And all involved must bear the weight of their actions and their consequences. Some reluctantly sided with Zenora to protect their families, others did so much more willingly. But an enemy is an enemy, no matter the circumstance. There's only one end we can grant such adversaries. Adversaries. I don't know. Let's go with adversaries. But don't waver in your convictions, Live. They would strike you down at the first sign of doubt. Indeed, I shall take heart in your words, as I always have. And if I may, Adele, I'm proud to name you to be your friend. Let's make it through this together, shall we? Shall we? Gentlemen. Oh, Perimeter Ramus, let's go. The couple. Moment of your time, Prim. I believe I've come up with an adequate reward for you. Does it have something to do with all these soldiers? Yep. Indeed it does. Members of our army have found themselves on the receiving end of your magic. If you would, everyone. Lady Prim, we're forever grateful for the healing you've provided us. Hooray for Lady Prim! Long live Lady Prim! Well, what did you think? I have to say, I felt almost like royalty for a second there. Just the kind of surprise I'd expect from someone like you, Sir Ramus. It seems you didn't enjoy it then. That's not what I meant. It's just quite a new experience for me. Still, I'm not sure I could handle a parade in my honor every time I won a reward. Yes, I suppose it wasn't the most practical of ideas. Spectacle aside, though, I did enjoy being applauded like that. It reminds me of when I was young, actually. My sister used to tell me when I did a good job. Used to always tell me when I did a good job. Usually accompanied by a nice, long hug. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. In that case, I have no choice but to do the same. But are you sure, Sir Aramis? I am, though you need to let me know each time you accomplish something noteworthy. Only then will I be able to tell you what fine work you've done. This is getting to be a bit more effort than I bargained for. But before I forget, we only emerged victory in yesterday's battle thanks to your magic. You performed admirably indeed, Prim. How glad I am to have freed such a gorgeous blossom from her break-and-hold jail cell those many days ago. Thank you, Aramis. I'm not sure my heart could handle receiving a reward like this with every new achievement. You're cute. I guess they are the only ones that have been like sort of objectively romantic with each other and sort of not gone like, oh, but Elaine. What will Elaine think of it? What will the players think if they feel cucked by Elaine? We can't separate video games from real life. Your Majesty. It's quite unlike you to be so agitated lately. What is it? I finished reading the literature you compiled for me. In truth, each volume was even more marvelous than the last. I had never heard of such a peculiar anecdotes regarding the three-headed beasts before. And I have never seen you quite so relaxed, Leia. Oh. Forgive me, Your Majesty. It seems as though I've forgotten my station. Please, you needn't apologize. I actually prefer it that way. It was for this very reason, in fact, I offered you those books in the first place. For as long as I can remember, the only expression which crossed your face was that of austere formality. And while I'll not discount your devotion to the throne, no amount of devotion will fill your heart as happiness can. But Your Majesty. Furthermore, what hope have I of bringing joy to my people if I can't do the same for the woman who stands beside me? Is there something the matter? I wish I could say there wasn't, but I can't overlook my earlier loss of composure. Even if you and I were the only souls here to witness it, the fact still remains. I betrayed my own standing and disrespected you all the while. Did you hear anything that he just said? Enough, Leia. Your joy is one and the same with my own, and there's nothing disrespectful about a simple smile. Thank you, Your Majesty. I may not always show you, but there's no greater pleasure in life than standing in your service. And there's no greater smile than yours. Who is he gonna choose? He's gonna choose Leia or what's it called? Girly. Forgot her name right now. Our cousin. Wow, so this is the Valley Shadow, huh? Just as I remember it from all those years ago, yes. Did you spend a lot of time here when you were young, I mean? Now and then. A friend and I used to race to see who could run across it the fastest. And in the summer months was leap from the balustrade. Balustrade? Let's go with balustrade. And cool ourselves down in the river. Can't picture it now, plain as day. Chloe? When I first found out you were the Pontifex's daughter, it came as a real shock, you know. I'm sorry for keeping it from you. That's not what I mean. I don't think I would have told anyone either if I was in your position. I guess what I'm saying is it feels like there is this distance between us now. One that I'm not sure we'll ever be able to repair. You say that, Chloe, but nothing has changed between us. I'm the same person I've always been. I know you are. But it still hurts knowing I was oblivious to such an important part of you. That's not the kind of friend I want to be. I didn't realize you were so taken with me, Chloe. This isn't a joke. Sorry, I couldn't help it. And I really am happy to hear you say that. And maybe you can tell me something more about your life here in Albion. I'll be glad to. Good, now come with me. Where to? Gonna fucking run across this bridge real fast. Or jump in the water. Or both. I was thinking you could share those stories of yours over a little snack on the bridge. Oh, fine. That sounds perfect, Chloe. Just when I was getting hungry too. I knew you'd say that. Am I really that predictable? Push her into the water, Chloe. Do it. She's got armor on. She doesn't stand a chance. There's something I need to tell you, Maris. Now that you've joined the Liberation, I'm going to become the knight you've always dreamt of being. What do you mean by that? When I first saw you again after all those years, armor-clad and blade in hand, I could have sworn you had finally done what you set out to do. But I didn't realize the opposite was true, that you were suffering more than you had words to describe. I'm sorry, Maris. Don't be ridiculous, there's nothing to apologize for. You say that, but even now I can tell you're not being completely honest with me. Well, I won't stand for it, not anymore, so please, do it for me. Chase a dream we both know you've always wanted. Scarlet. I used to think that everything would work itself out once I attained the strength to fight. But the moment I did was I was forced to point my blade at a dear friend. To abandon the very essence of who I was. It was then that I started to question why I aspired to knighthood in the first place. It wasn't for power, at least not for its own sake. It was to protect the people I loved. Something I failed to do twice over. When I let my brother be taken hostage and when I turned against you. Enough, Maris. That's all in the past now. I'd much rather hear who you're going to be. A brave knight. A brave, kind knight who shields us all. Thank you, Scarlet. I couldn't ask for a finer friend. Last two. We're almost there. How long have I been yapping for? It's only been almost 3 hours. Scarlet and Rhaenys. Thank you for asking me here, Rhaenys. I never could get enough of this rose oil, even as a child. I'm glad you were willing to let me brush your hair again. Though today I was thinking we might make use of these cosmetics as well. These are gorgeous, Rhaenys. When I first served as your lady-in-waiting, you were too young to have need of them. But I often dreamt of sharing makeup with you, once you had become the woman grown. Of course, you're already radiant as ever, yet a few embellishment here and there could only serve to enhance that beauty. You would really do that for me? Oh, she's gonna become the goth mommy now. Oh, how long I've waited for this day. As have I, my lady. Is there gonna be any difference in the portrait? Now just stay still a moment. That tickles. Worry not, I'm almost done. And there. Gaze into the mirror and tell me what you think. Wow. This is incredible, Rhaenys. My portrait is still the same. I barely even recognize myself. I'm pleased to hear you like it, and to know that I'm the first to see how greatly it magnifies your natural charm. Thank you for this, right? Really. She has the blush on, but I'm not sure if the blush is her blushing or if it's actually blush. Please, you didn't mention it, though. What would you say a stroll through town before we remove it? Perhaps we could find some clothes to match your new look. That sounds wonderful. Then let's be off at once. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so the blush is definitely the makeup blush. You're telling me they didn't actually show us that on that thing? I feel like that's the other way that I would like these sort of chats to be a bit more involved with, like, you know, visuals and so on. All I have to do now is promote this pawn, and victory will be mine. You've carved through my defenses, although they were mere paper. As you should have expected from a Nozenorian general. I could never lose a game of chess to a mere archer like you. That's kind of rude. Where to move next? I have to say, though, the Liberation's March has led us some distance from our home. Sorry. Never in my most fanciful dreams I imagined to be standing now in the realm of angels. Speaking of which, I had always thought them to be exclusively young women. Yet there are men among them as well. Children too, and even the elderly. Though nothing confounds me quite like the large muscular angels, with their massive shields. In truth, I'm not even certain how their wings can support them. Honestly, I was asking the same thing. Perhaps it's a matter of levitation, magic, endemic to the sacred shores of Albion. What do you think, Rolf? I trust your assessment, whatever it may be, though I'm not sure I'm the right person to ask about such things. The same goes for most matters, to be completely frank. Your mind is constantly flooded with these grand ideas while I barely even say a word in response. Don't you ever grow bored of such conversations? Of course I don't. If anything, it makes my life all the easier. How so? You never find fault in my words, for one, so I'm free to say whatever crosses my mind. That and you actually listen to what I have to say. I'm pretty good at that, yes. I imagine few others could stomach your endless rambling. You what? By the way, you're about to get checkmated. Don't be ridiculous, No, how is this possible? Now, what was that you said about losing to a mere archer? I suppose this is what I deserve for taunting you. Go roll! Let's go, dude. Alright, are we done? Oh my god. We're not done yet. There's one. Oh, no, we're done. Okay. And this one, again, this one is not unlocked yet. So, it's been two and some hours. I think for the first, like, probably 40-ish minutes, I was just doing the farming to get the money for all the stuff. And then I just did all the fucking dinners with everyone. And now I did all the story chatting. Of course, there's those up there. I can't access those yet. I have to finish freeing Albion, which I'll do on the next stream. I just wanted to kind of get through with this so that we can just jump into action again. Next stream, I might just farm a little bit of gold for levels, or not for levels, just gold for equipment actually, to buy some stuff that I've seen in shops that look cool. But that will be probably off stream, and then and if I don't do it off stream, then I'm just gonna start and play. You're ending the stream? Yeah, Mr. Lasses, I've been like reading nonstop for the past 2 hours, and I want to take a break from the game because I'm gonna like hit story stuff, and I want to be fresh for it, and I just wanted to get this out of the way because this was like a massive. I'm not sure how long you've been watching, but holy fuck, yeah, it's been a lot of just reading out loud the stories of every character. I wanted to say hi after this time. Fair enough. Only just joined. I see. Well, it's good to see you again. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break for today. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I don't have any duties as far as I know, so I'll probably just come and stream again. Let's see. Yeah, I have nothing planned tomorrow, so I'll probably just stream again. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I do need to check DD2 again soon, actually, because my friend was telling me that he wanted to play together. So I'm probably going to also be streaming some of that soon, too, but I'm also trying to finish this smudge. What's up, Java? But yeah, I want to like be fresh so I can just do the story tomorrow and sort of focus on that, and then we can get some story progress finally. For the past 3 streams, we've been just kind of doing these little side things. I'm sure people will be happy about it. For shrug, yes. Was lurking and finally came in. Rip. It's like everyone. It's like I just had to say I was leaving, and then everyone comes in. That's great. But yeah, I think I'll leave it for then, just because. Yeah, you know why. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. As always, appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.